I'd say the chances of 5 planes being this close together are about the same as hitting a hole-in-one and getting struck by lightning while having a winning lottery ticket in your pocket. They would have to go in near each other at about the same speed and the same time, or the currents around here would have spread them apart further than this, even if they were all from the same flight. So whatever happened, happened all at once to these 5 airplanes.
But there is no record in the naval archives of another flight of 5 Avengers going down at the same time in the same place. The mystery deepens.
Dad, can you give us a status update?
We have a plane in sight. FT-20.
Could be an 8 or a 3.
It looks, yeah.
It's more like a 3. Yeah. Okay, busted off. Tail's gone. Okay, Hal. The fuselage is sheared off just after the trailing edge of the wing.
We may never find it.
The fuselage number, FT-23, means it came out of Fort Lauderdale. But it's not enough to identify the aircraft. When an Avenger was lost, the same number was often reused on its replacement. And with no tail, it doesn't want to give up its secrets so easily. Phil is now ready to investigate why Flight 19 went wrong.
The problem with looking back at something in the past like this is you can never ask that extra question, so you have to deal with the evidence that's available to you. The one thing that isn't covered in any detail is probably one of the most significant causal factors in the flight being lost, and that is the human factors. It wasn't normal in that time to look in any detail into human factors.
Each year, around 30 light aircraft go missing within the triangle. Carol Collins, an experienced instructor, is going to help Phil get into the mindset of a pilot in difficulty in this area.
Okay, we're level at 1,500 feet. When you're flying over an area that has no visual landmarks,
navigational hazards in the Bermuda Triangle is becoming more obvious to Phil from the air.
When you're looking at strings of islands, if there's no houses on them, if there's nothing to identify them, one island can pretty much look like another, as you'll see as we come around and go up here. Right now we're in good shape because we can look back and we can see, oh, there's the highway. But if we couldn't see that highway, one of these islands would just look so much like another. And in times of poor visibility, that's a serious issue. So getting lost does happen.
We must be over the Southern Gulf.
That's the Gulf, don't you think? The Gulf, negative. We've gone too far east.
I strongly suggest we fly west until we run out of gas. We have a better chance of being picked up close to shore. I don't know. We didn't even see the shore.
Just watch the gas, men.
Back on the ground, Phil can now piece together what happened to Flight 19, where and why.
Flight 19 was going to go on Navigation Plan 1, they called it. It was a basic triangle, and it started off at Fort Lauderdale Naval Air Station, and they fly an easterly track from there to these islands here known as Hen and Chickens, where they were going to do 20 minutes low-level bombing practice. The next leg was onto a track passing over Grand Bahama Island to Great Sail Cay up in the north of the island, and then return to Fort Lauderdale.
So at what point in the training leg do you think they actually went wrong?
Well, I think they went wrong after the bombing run at Hen and Chickens Island.
The winds were stronger than anticipated that day and pushed them northeast from their intended track. They overshot the turn north at Cistern Cay and instead made the turn at Great Abaco Island. If they had been on course, they would have expected to see Grand Bahama Island directly in front of them.
If he had been on track, he would have expected to see land lying across his track, Great Bahamas at right angles. But what he's actually seeing is land paralleling his track. So it may in his mind think, hang on, my compass says north, but the land is to my right. It should be in front of me. Therefore my compass is reading wrongly. And I think what they've done then is they've carried on until they've come to the northern part of this island. Then they've seen this small run of islands going up here in a northwesterly direction. They've followed that when they're saying, we think we're over the Keys.
Looks like the winds have blown us over the Florida Keys.
Keys, but I'm not sure how far down. I don't know how to get to Fort Lauderdale from our current position, over.
It was at this point that Commander Poole had become concerned. Taylor was flying over a small string of islands north of Great Abaco. He mistook them for the similar-looking islands of the Florida Keys, over 200 miles away. This extraordinary error means Taylor thought he was over the Gulf of Mexico on the opposite side of Florida.
So all the headings he flies thereafter are taken on the premise, that is it, simply he's heading for the wrong part of the coast.
I can't see nothing in this.
Taylor, are you okay? The first man gets down to 10 gallons of gas. We'll all land in the water together. Everyone check their May West.
We're out of gas. We're going down. Going down.
At 734 feet down, Graham Hawkes has found the fifth and final wreck.
Oh, there we go.
Here we got it.
Will this ghostly Avenger be able to tell them its story?
Okay, well the good news is the canopy is back, which means the full crew's probably got out there. Can we go and take a good look at the tail section?
Yeah.
If we can find anything there.
The wreck is in good condition, but like the others, it's missing its tail fin.
Middle of what?
Right in the middle of the screen.
Right.
I can see something out of the porthole.
Holy cow.
Yeah, there. Then we should